short session we are going to conduct today will bring in the concept of God itself. The first three sessions we had, we defined dharma as making sense of the human condition and resolving it. Simple as that. Who are we? What is all this? These are big questions that every human being wants to ask. What is going on? What is all this all about? And that is the definition of word dharma. And then we say the key beliefs are the idea that things, objects and events are interconnected through law of cause and effect. This is finding of modern science. I drop this, it falls down. There's a cause and effect. This is called causality, and this is at the heart of all the sciences, hard sciences as well as soft sciences. So this is how we define dharma. And we say the first thing you observe is that things are connected by cause and effect. And this we call law of karma. Then we also become more mature and say, not just only what you do that produces certain results, a lot of other things gang up as well. So watch it. It's not your fault that things go wrong for you. Other things gang up. Geographical elements might come in. You might have a tsunami. Nothing to do with you being a nasty man. So we again focus on the law of karma and tied it up. And the other thing we brought in last time was this idea of reincarnation. Central in the Indic tradition, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism. Half the world population believe in reincarnation. And I talked about Ian Stevenson's research, which supports, it's a scientific research. It's not just airy-fairy stuff. Children recalling their past life, which can be verified. It's not a minor thing. And there's no other link except reincarnation. And I also said why reincarnation is important in the days to come. Because it takes away this infinitely skewed risk-reward ratio which produces fanatics in the name of religion. So these are the positive aspects of reincarnation. It has to be revisited. No doubt it will come back. And then, of course, I started off last time by saying the esoteric idea of Hinduism, who the heck are we? What is our essential nature? So we look inward. And here we hit the jackpot. There's something dramatic about our own nature, our true nature, as well as the true nature of this creation. There's something underpinning which is dramatically non-material that underpins the whole creation. And the word we use is Atman and Brahman. Now these are very subtle ideas. Very few people can relate to it. So now come in all the gods and goddesses. In order to relate to the subtle idea of who are we, what is this all about? Because it's so subtle, we require a lot of people like icons, a lot of imagery, a lot of narrative, and that's what we are going to talk about. Now you see, this is nothing new. In ancient times, for example, ancient Greeks, when they're trying to make sense of the world, they said, there is the sun, and there's the moon, and there is the water, and wind, and fire. And they said, now, in order for us to relate to these natural forces, subtle things, how to define, they say, let's personify them. So you had the sun god, and the water god, and the wind god. In the Greek philosophy, as well as Hindu philosophy, we had a lot in common. So we were trying to, in order for us to grasp reality, we were kind of personifying forces of nature and trying to build relationship with these forces of nature. This is natural. Human beings, we need to some handle. So imagine a human being 3,000 years back, in order for him to relate to fire and air and wind and water and all that, he would try and personify them, turn them into images of Agni Dev, Varun Dev, like that. So this is a natural process that we adopted in order for us to get a handle on reality. So far, so good. And this is where all the gods and goddesses come in the Greek mythology as well as Hindu mythology, if I can use the word.